Hello, it's Gary Champion slash Psychic Medium again. We're at Curiosities. It's a old antique knick-knack place full of old things. And I'm going to touch things and see what vibrations I can get from it. Sort of psychometry, okay? So we're going to go through the front door. This is an accident. Can you zoom?
Yep.
This is an accident, totally accident. They're saying this is repurposed. So I guess a dead animal made into a stuffed animal is repurposed. Fabulous store. This is at 2525 Abrams in Dallas. You can't miss it. It's got a big blue sign. Wonderful place to come to. This is a grandmother thing about it. Homemade, handmade. Two sisters. Someone's saying two sisters. These are wannabes. I don't know what that means. Two sisters. And somebody in here is a musician. Folk art. Someone's calling this folk art. I think it's a, you're going to have to get closer to hear me. I think it's a coconut shaped into a crab. Isn't that the most unusual thing you've ever seen? Folk art, someone's saying. Created folk art. Someone used to make a living using this tool. This is a knife sharpener. Someone used to do neighborhood knife sharpening. Go around from, it's like ringing a bell, and people would come out and he would sharpen their knives. This is a great piece right here. This has value. Great piece. Folk art again. It's a horn. It's made out of horn. Folk art. This person was a busybody in everybody's business but their own. Very talented. Someone went to law school around here. Right here on the top is a picture. Someone saying happy marriage, always together, devoted. The perfect pair. It's right on top. The next one, angry man. Some kind of military man, it looks like. Angry man. Sorry he ever left her. Sorry he ever left her. Looks happy, totally dysfunctional family. A lot of jealousy between the two. Taking his time, fighting between these two. This one thinks she owns him. This girl adores him. A lot of fighting over time. You can go through this all day long. Something about harassment in here. Constant harassment. These two must have been married or related. Constant harassment. Like constant bickering, nagging. Not good. Yet they had a good life together. They nagged all their lives, but yet remained bound. Hope chest. I looked at it and someone said hope chest. Nice little chest. I don't know what it's for. I think someone had dreams of going further than what they did, and this was a part of that. This is something they could have used in, I hate to touch it, but I'm going to. Can you get a shot of whatever that is? It's a balance. This someone had hopes of doing a career in, but it didn't pan out. Could have something to do with gold or jewelry or something, the weighing of it. It's a scale, and they had great hopes, but fate had something. They military, went into the army or something. Failed businessman. Lung cancer. Lung cancer. This has some association with a church. Just says bell. Boy, what a magnificent thing that is. Big brass bell with a handle on it. Antique for sure. Someone's saying church. This is some kind of therapy. Someone did this for therapy. Mississippi Queen, the Maggie. But it's done for realistic effect, but it's therapy. It's meditation. And it has a female feel about it, not a man. Looks like a man's project, but it has a female feel about it. And I'd tell you what they're saying, but it wouldn't be something you could play on YouTube. Fancied you. Did you ever say anything about it? You never got a wink out of her? I mean,
you know, she was a very personable, likable person.
But she admired you, but she liked you in a little deeper way.
Right.
It was more, if you had been not taken, she would have, there's something about you she was afraid of as well. Yeah. The dark side of you scared her.
Scares a lot of people.
Yeah. Are you a danger to yourself sometimes?
No, not really.
Was she a danger to herself sometimes? Mm-mm. Who's the attempted suicide?
That I don't know.
Grandpa.
What?
Sammy. You didn't know that? When he was, before he passed away, tried to drown himself.
He didn't want to live.
What?
He was a child that was... I know this is getting personal. Did you lose a child?
No.
This child was either aborted or miscarried. It's on purpose. It's okay if you don't want to say it. You know.
My first girlfriend
Very good.
was pregnant. Did you know that?
And this child is around you.
But it wasn't that far along.
Yeah, I know. But here's what happens. For our viewing audience, don't lose track of me here.
Try
The
not
spirit
to.
goes into conception. When the abortion happens, it comes right out. There's no harm. The spirit still lives, and for some reason hangs around you. I mean, you're like, well, but you're like the person this child loves, this little girl. Well, it's a little boy. He was like a little boy. Follows you around. You ever feel like somebody's watching you? You ever feel like yes, and that's it. That's him. He's sort of spooky in that way.
Yeah.
That he makes you aware, and he likes touching you. So I don't know if you've ever felt the little hands touching you. Be aware. You'll feel it now that I've told you what it is. Because he's touching me on my back and my shoulders, and he's saying, tell him that, because that's what I do all the time. I just touch and feel him all the time. It's a love thing. It's not a negative thing. You're too hard on yourself, this child says. You judge yourself differently.
If I view myself.
Who's the person that judges himself too hard? I never am getting enough done. I'm always behind. You? Is a guilt thing associated with it?
You ready?
Believe me,
More of a, do I have enough time?
this is how it feels. Believe me, you've got plenty of time.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you do everything you're supposed to do.
Good.
I never noticed.
Remember in the old days when the air conditioner would come on and the lights would twinkle and you know you didn't have enough line? This is what this is about.
Exactly.
This is what this is about. It's a spiritual connection to you from this little boy that wasn't born. And he's just letting you know you're there. So next time you see it, say, you gotta almost give him a name, otherwise, you know, he doesn't have a name. So, hey you, I mean,
Right.
come up with something. You're a true believer. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. You know about this stuff. You're interested. You know, there's no way I can make this up.
Right.
I'm not that bright. I'm not that bright. There's a tag along. Tags at your pants. Who has the dog? It's you.
My wife and I have 2 dogs.
Likes the dogs. One barks a lot, one doesn't.
Yes.
And he likes the dog, the barking dog. Doesn't like the barking dog, doesn't understand it. Who has the limp? Right leg.
I don't know anybody with one.
Does your dog have a right leg that limps?
Does have a right leg, the back right leg, when it runs, it holds it with saliga.
We would call that limping.
Okay. It's a neat, yeah. It's not really, yeah, okay, you're right. You're right. The dog does lift its right leg when it runs, its back.
I can't make it up. I'm not that smart. I'm not. There's no way I can know your dog. We've never met before.
No, we have not.
I don't even know who that is on your shirt. But we've never met.
Right.
My name's Gary.
Kip,
Kip. Love that name.
my brother, Jason.
I didn't know you two were brothers. You've been talking about it? I'm not aware. So when I'm connected, I'm not really aware. Someone's saying you need a haircut. Someone's told me several times.
I'm getting one tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. You have a question?
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm Sandy.
Sandy.
Nice to
Oh,
meet you.
yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Sandy, Kip, and
Jason.
Jason. I've been here in 8 years, and it's a wonderful store. There's no place like this. Who's the alcoholic? This is the last one. This is someone who's passed.
Hi there. How
This
are
is
you?
someone who passed.
Oh, my grandfather.
Your grandfather.
Yeah. Walking while intoxicated. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes.
Well, he's here, and he has a big apology for sounding like you weren't important. So he's apologizing for making you feel unimportant. Alcoholics often do that. He's not an alcoholic now, but he's apologizing. Okay. So my assistant and I are now going to go out the door and go put this together, stick it on the internet.
Great.
Let me
Thank
know.
you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks.
Bye.